welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona. With this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. And the Jaguars will put toe to leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets.
Damn.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Arizona's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush. But, man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Fifita. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So South Alabama's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. Right down the middle of the field. Make the play.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders.
I know how that works.
When I hit this thing, it makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Jaguars are threatening in the red zone. The inside handoff. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. It's a draw. Runs through a tackle. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Jaguars have it with a 1st and goal. Big fullback's got it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really
God
quickly.
dang it.
They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
No, I don't know what I picked.
With first down to open this period. The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative.
Okay, good boy.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're trying to get to it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Sweet.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over.
Damn it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Lopez to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's
Great.
a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
Yes, they do.
Offense set on 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Alabama.
They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
2nd down coming up. Lopez wants to fire. He's got him in the flat. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now moving forward to the 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to the air one more time. Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. going with the ground game left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Crazy.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lopez to pass.
Oh my God.
Good use of the hands to
Holy
knock it away.
crap.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup.
Damn it.
Win the football for the first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to pass. It's Fafita. He's got his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gets it out fast. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first
Picking up
half,
too
and
much
they'll
shit.
try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. The handoff to Johnson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Arizona runs out the punt team.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield.
Oh,
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on it, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The play action fake.
dang.
He is brought down and
All right.
sacked. That is
Rather not throw an interception. We'll just let that run out.
We'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing.
Me calm down.
Stopping
I
big
think I'm pretty
plays
calm right
and
now.
getting
I
big
need to
plays.
run the ball
If you
better.
ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are. In
Or maybe
keeping drives
you're
alive.
joking because I am
Those
calm.
two stats can help you break the will
Helps
of
being
even
up
the
14-0.
best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Oh.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
Hey, you did need to calm down. You were all over the place. I didn't want you to start throwing those forced throws.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with
Yeah, that
second
pick
and
six
4.
was huge, dude.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll
Hey,
be
dude.
stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
No, just if I scoot through him, I'm gone.
An even quicker loss.
Ugh.
Right there to knock him down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'll line up for a second down play. Lopez wants to fire. He makes the grab. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. You got an arm like this and you can just put it on a line. It's really nice to have that.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass.
Shit, he dropped it.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to...
Shit, I had him open. God dog it. They blitz, I had him. Okay. That could have just completely changed the game right here.
For success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Arizona right back to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Bulls his way forward. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game.
Bring it back.
I like when offenses commit
Let's do that.
to running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Snagged on the outside, it's Baker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
He's looking to throw it.
Oh.
Receiver there, it's incomplete.
Holy smokes.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Not good.
Defense there.
I love the effort by that defender on that play. He knew the ball was coming to the outside. He was being blocked. He was able to shed it quickly and then use his speed to force that ball carrier out of bounds for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Jaguars are flying down the field.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Man. Run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down.
Oh, it was wasted.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Lopez to pass. Fires to the middle.
Oh my God.
You just have to make that catch and it'll be third down.
Right in the bread basket, dude.
Look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn.
What a
Trying to
joke.
Getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I waited too long.
Will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage.
Oh my God. Pay attention, linebacker.
And the best news is your defense at least forced
Holy
their own.
cow.
So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he's all
Get the ball.
bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Jaguars! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 18 over Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they get him again.
What up,
this
dude?
has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football.
Right, and he could
come out
regenerate
and show that
fast,
this
you know.
defense has had his number all game long.
Of course, yeah. But he wasn't as super, right?
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Arizona in a hurry. Third down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout.
There you go.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Give me that ball.
Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The Jaguars trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Fullback's got it. Touchdown, South Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Okay, let's control the trenches.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Fafita.
Damn.
He's got the tight end. Gets away from one, finds some space. Chopping up his defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
This offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Pocket starts.
Oh, that's crap.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Had that
And this
dude.
defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Whew.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They keep attacking through the air.
Dude, just shaking my guy off.
It's really hard to win football
That
games
sack would have been huge.
And that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Damn it.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring.
He's looking deep.
Oh, I thought he caught it. That would have been pretty sweet.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Goes to the option.
Oh my God!
Ball's loose. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
I wonder if anyone saw that.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
I hope someone saw that play.
Point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Jeez.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points?
Man.
It's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or they just
For the
run
love
this
of
clock and say,
gosh.
"All right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face."
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. The give to the left. And he's ridden to the ground.
Another
There's
flag.
also a flag down. Let's check the call.
AI's kicked in hardcore at the end of the game.
He moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. The hand to the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Defense uses a timeout.
My goodness, man. Guy's turned into a gigantic pussy.
That ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Jaguars! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Dropping back, it's Fafita. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield.
Do they call roughing the
He's brought
passer?
down, but there's a flag
Oh
on the
my
field. Let's see what the
God.
call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
What a joke.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more.
I mean, at least this guy touched him.
But you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.